task 1, task 3. Okay, so this experiment basically based on the flowchart that is given. We have two flowchart, exercise 1 and exercise 2. Okay, for exercise 1, we firstly we initialize the coding. We use void setup, and then we set pin mode 11, 12 and 13 and output. Okay, and then we use void loop, which means we use loop function. Okay, so we enter the coding digital write 13 high, which means when the voltage in pin 13 is high, so the LED will turn on. And then delay, we enter delay, which is we will delay or wait for a second. And then we enter the coding digital write 12 high, which means the LED will turn on. And then we enter delay, so it will delay for another second. And then digital write 11 high, which means another LED will turn on. And then delay before we enter this, which means at this part, which means all the LED will be turned off when we write the digital write by the number which is 13, 12 and 11 to low. Okay, which means the voltage is low, so the LED will turn off. And then we enter delay for a second. Okay, after this delay, the function will repeat again, because this is a loop function, so it will repeat over and over and again. Next, for the task 3, but the second exercise. Okay, for this coding, same as before, we initialize the coding by using void setup, and then we enter code pin mode 11 output, pin mode 12 output, and pin mode 13 output. Okay, next we use the void loop. We use loop function. Okay, then firstly we enter the coding digital write 13 high, which means the LED will turn on. And then delay for a second before we enter. At the same time, we enter digital write 13 low and digital write 12 high, which is, this means that the LED and the pin 13 will turn off, and at the same time the LED in pin 12 will turn on. Okay, then we delay for a second, and then we enter the next coding, which is same as before. We enter the simultaneously digital write 12 low and digital write 11 high, which means the LED in pin 12 will turn off, and at the same time LED at pin 11 will turn on. And then we delay for a second by enter the coding delay before we enter the next coding, which is the digital write 11 low, which means that the LED will turn off. And then we enter coding delay before it will repeat again, because it will repeat again because we use the loop functions, so it will run over and over again. question, it is refer to the same flowchart as before, but the difference is we add the LED from A, B, C, D, E, F until G. Okay, so the coding, firstly we insert the coding void setup, and then we can insert the code. Okay, we insert the pin mode 13 output, pin mode 12 output, pin mode 11 output, pin mode 8 output, pin mode 7 output, pin mode 6 output, and pin mode 5 output. Okay, next we insert the coding void loop. We use loop function. Okay, firstly we insert the digital write 13 height. Okay, height here means that it refer to the voltage. So when the voltage is high, the LED will turn on. Okay, next the next coding is we insert the delay, which means it will delay for a second before we insert the next coding, which is simultaneously we insert digital write 13 low and digital write 12 high, which means that the LED at pin 13 it will turn off because the voltage is low, and at the same time the LED at pin 12 will turn on because we insert high, which means the voltage is high. Okay, next we delay for a second before we go to the next coding. Digital write 12 low and digital write 11 high, which means that the LED at pin 12 will turn off, and at the same time LED at pin 11 will turn on. And then we delay for a second before the next coding. Digital write 11 low and digital write 8 high, which means that at the pin 11 the low voltage will make the LED will turn off, and at the same time LED will turn on at pin 8. Okay, next we delay again for a second before the next coding. Digital write 8 low and at the same time digital write 7 high. Okay, which means that the LED will turn off at pin 8, and at the same time LED will turn on at pin 7. Okay, next we set the delay coding, delay for a second before the next coding. We insert digital write 7 low and at the same time digital write 6 high, so that the LED will turn off at the pin 7. At the same time LED will turn on at pin 6. Okay, the next coding we insert delay again. Okay, then we insert coding digital write 6 low and at the same time digital write 5 high, so that the LED will turn off at pin 6 and LED will turn on at pin 5. And then we delay again for a second before we insert the next coding digital write 5 low, which means the LED will turn off. And then we delay again for a second, and after this the functions will repeated again because we are using the loop function, so it will repeat again and again.